In this lesson, we will work on the presentation layer and create the UI using Blazor. Before starting the UI development, we first want to prepare the localization text. We would normally do this while we are developing the application. Localization texts are located under the localization/bookstore folder of the domain shared project. We will open the en.json file. This has the English translations in it. The en stands for English. We will paste the following translation keys and their corresponding English translations into this file. Localization key names are arbitrary. We can set them with any name. However, we should always use conventions for specific text types like add menu : prefix for menu items, enum : enum type : enum value naming convention to localize enum members. When we do it like this, ABP automatically localizes the enums in the web application. If a text is not defined in the localization file, it falls back to the localization key, which is the ASP.NET Core's standard behavior. ABP localization system is built on the ASP.NET Core's standard localization system, and ABP framework extends it in many ways. It's time to create something visible and usable. Let's try and click on the Pages folder under the Blazor project and add a new Razor component called books.razor. We will replace the contents of this component with the following code. We can see that this Razor component is using the add page directive with the route /books. There is some HTML which is just a heading called books and an empty code block where we can write C# on the HTML rather than JavaScript, which is what is very exciting about Blazor. Now we will add the books page to the main menu. To do this, we will open the bookstore menu contributor class in the Blazor project and add the following code to the end of the configure main menu async method. Basically, this is adding a menu type called bookstore with a book icon, and then adds the books menu item underneath it. The route which we specified by the URL properties is called /books, matching the route we specified in the books Razor component. Let's run the application. We now log into the application using the username admin and the password 1Q2W3E* and see the new menu item that has been added to the main menu. When we click on the books menu item underneath the bookstore parent menu, we get directed to the new empty books page. We will now create the books list. We will use the Blazorized library as the UI component kit. It is a very powerful library that supports major HTML/CSS frameworks including Bootstrap. ABP framework provides a generic base class, ABP CRUD PageBase, to create CRUD style pages. This base class is compatible with the iCRUD app service that was used to build the iBook app service. So we can inherit from the ABP CRUD PageBase to automate the code behind for standard CRUD style stuff. Let's open the books.razor file and replace its contents with the following code. We also need to remove the current page equals current page, as this is an error in the tutorial published on docs.abp.io. If this is left in there, then it causes a validation error with skip count. We can see that this page inherits from the ABP CRUD PageBase of iBook app service with book.dto, GUID, page and sorted result request DTO, and the create update DTO, which implements all the CRUD details for us. The base class includes entities, total count, page size, and on data grid read async methods. We also have injected iString localizer bookstore resource as the L object, which is used for localization texts. While the code is pretty easy to understand, we will explore the Blazorized components in a quick win to understand them better later. We will continue to benefit from the ABP CRUD page base for the books page. We could just inject the iBook app service and perform all the server-side calls ourselves thanks to the dynamic C# HTTP API client proxy system of the ABP framework. We will do it manually for the authors page to demonstrate how to call server-side HTTP APIs inside our Blazor application. Let's run the application. We can see the books are in the data table. The page also has the data navigation bar to move between pages. In this lesson, we learned how to build the books list page presentation layer and created the UI using Blazor. Join me in the next lesson to continue to build the presentation layer to create, update, and delete books using Blazor.